myself and why I do what I do, and I'm also give y'all a lot of advice that y'all can use every day in your life.
Can I get $1?
Maybe. Like I said, my name is Cool. I grew up in Spencer Projects on the 30th side. If you know anything about 30th, it's right by Dailies. They tearing them down sometime this year or next year. That's where I grew up. The neighborhood I used to gangbang on is a block over, Bristol. And so what I do every day, Sunday through Saturday, I go to my neighborhood and I pick up trash from 30th all the way back to 28th Avenue, just to give back to my community, to let people know I want to bring some positivity around instead of continue to do what I was doing, not caring about my life, gang banging, smoking, drinking, just pretty much doing what I wanted to do, not thinking about what could possibly happen as far as death, jail, homelessness. And so I started gang banging around 15. I dropped out of school probably like a year later. At the end of my junior year, I went to Bryan, and I got kicked out for like the last 2 days of school because I had a couple after school detentions. And my administrator told me that because I didn't have enough time to serve them, that they was going to send me home for the rest of the year. So I told my mom, well, I'm just not going back to school. And so I was supposed to go to summer school that year. I didn't go to summer school. I told my mom I wasn't going back to school. I was committed to that. And so what I did, I was still active in the streets. And my mom, she didn't like that. So what she would want to do is she wanted me in the house by 10 o'clock every night. It didn't matter if it was Saturday or Friday. She didn't care if we had school tomorrow. She wanted me in the house at a certain period of time. And so me wanting to do what I wanted to do, I come home whenever I wanted to. My mom was a single parent. She raised me and all my siblings. And when I got into junior high, my mom started working multiple jobs. So my mom was a bus aide. So she would leave the house by 5 o'clock. And me and my sister, we getting ready. So I never really saw my mom in the morning. So I pretty much had to, feed myself. I mean, there was food, of course, she provided that, but we had to do everything ourselves. We would walk to school, or I would catch the bus. So then my mom wouldn't get home till like 8 or 9. She was a librarian on 30th at the Washington Branch Library for like over 20 years. So I pretty much was doing whatever I want, going wherever I wanted with whoever, and just staying out as late as I wanted to. And so when I got 18, my sister had just completed Job Corps, and she wanted me to go. So she was hyping me up while she was down there, and me and my sister was real close growing up. And so I would ask her, like, how is Job Corps, missing my sister, and I'm just telling her, like, what I'm doing. And my sisters, I got 5 sisters. Actually, I got 5 sisters. And my sister that's the closest to me, she would always tell me, like, cool, you need to do this, you need to do that. Like, they didn't like how I was dressing. They wanted me to wear button-ups. They pretty much tried to treat me like their son. So I was just like, nah, I'm cool. I would babysit for my sister sometimes. That'll keep me off the streets. But then after a while, I just start being committed to my neighborhood and doing negative things. Some things I can't tell y'all about, but I did used to sell crack. And what made me stop selling crack is because one day there was a lady that was pregnant. She wanted some. And a friend of mine, he wanted to give her some, and I didn't feel comfortable doing that. And that let me know right then and there selling crack was not for me. So I just gave away what I had to him, and I told him I was done. I used to also sell weed too, and so I would sell that to my homies, anybody around that knew me. Everybody knew who I was. I was selling weed, selling swishers. I used to sell single cigarettes, and this is what I would do because I wasn't, at the time, I didn't want to work. I wasn't authority. Authority was a problem for me. If you wasn't my mom, you couldn't tell me nothing. I was that type of kid. I listened to adults, but when it came to confrontation, things ain't going my way. I don't care what you're saying. I'm only listening to my mom. So my mom will always back up the adult, no matter what. If the adult tells me something, I don't do it, she's on me. Cool, you need to be doing this, you need to be doing that. As I got older, getting in trouble in school, my mom, she, single parent, she had to stay out, at work. They would call her, hey, your son's acting up, this happened or that happened. And I would just tell her, like, this is what happened. And my mom really didn't want to hear it, so I just be in school suspensions a lot. And so this comes from, I didn't have a real good relationship with my dad. Me and my dad, I was born April 6th. I just turned 35 this year. My dad was born April 8th. And we never had a real relationship. The first time my dad called me on my birthday was 5 years ago. I was 30. And he called me like the next 3 years after that. And I just brought him to where I grew up in the projects. And I told him about how I became a Crip. I told him how I dropped out of school. I told him how he didn't really know nothing about me. I didn't know much about him. And I told him this can start, today we can start to get to know each other. We can start having a relationship. I don't care about what happened in the past. I'm not here to judge you, but if you want to be in my life, I'm giving you that opportunity. I'm no longer going to call you or feel like I'm begging to be in your life. If you want to be here, I'm giving you opportunity. So me and my dad still to this day, we don't have a real relationship. I love my dad to death. He's one of the reasons why I'm here, so I'm going to always thank him for that. And I'm just, right now, my main focus is making my mom proud. My mom is close to 80 years old, and I just want her to know that I'm not wasting time on earth, because you can't get that time back. I wasted a lot of time. I really don't hang out with people. I don't go to clubs. I don't go to bars. I was never a drinker. I only drank because that's what we would all do. But where I'm at now in my life, I mentor kids Saturday and Sunday. And now, before I was doing my open gym, I was mentoring kids Saturday and Sunday. And so I just want to give back because I see so much negativity out in the world. And so my slogan is, it's easy to be negative, it's hard to be positive. And so what that means is it's easy to go hurt somebody, it's easy to go disrespect somebody, it's easy to not listen, it's easy to go the opposite way, but it's hard to listen. It's hard to stay consistent. It's hard to be hardworking. It's hard to hold yourself accountable. And it's just hard doing the right thing because it's easy to do the wrong thing, but there's so many consequences. So I always tell kids, y'all like to say, keep that same energy. So I like to say, can you handle the consequence that comes with your action? So if you go rob a bank and you get caught, are you going to be in a courtroom crying? Because you knew what's going to happen when you went to go rob that bank. There's many things that can happen. Most likely you're either dead, you get hurt, or you're going to jail or prison. So you got to understand what comes with your actions. So that's why I want to help kids. I also help people that's incarcerated. I let them call me. I write them. I put money on their books anytime that they need it. Whatever they need, and then when they get out, if I can't help them, I point them to someone that can. And it's just my way of giving back. Everything I do is for free. Nobody's paying me. The only time I get paid is when I speak. And people buy my merch, the merch that I have on my website. I've been doing this. Today is 2 years. I have my LLC, my business, which is STNS. My nonprofit is called Stop the Nonsense. And that's what Tayshawn, he goes to my open gym, which is part of my nonprofit. And that's from 1 to 5 every Saturday at Adams Community Center, which is 3230 John Creighton Boulevard. And we're here every Saturday, and we have a great time. And I pretty much let the kids do whatever they want. But at the same time, I'm also trying to teach them, like, we got to watch how we talk to each other, because respect is important. So what I mean by respect is just like I'm talking right now. I need your undivided attention. I need y'all to focus and listen, because at the end of the day, I'm 35. I've been your age. I've never been my age. So there's a lot we can learn from each other. Don't let the age thing, because you're a kid, you can't teach me something. That's not true. You can teach me a lot of things. But you have to have the right mindset. And you also have to be confident I mentor kids all the day, every day. And it's a lot of kids that don't want the help, which I understand. And I'm never going to force that. But at the same time, I'm someone outside of your family that loves you. I care about you, because if I didn't love, if I didn't care, I wouldn't be doing this. And so this is an opportunity to show y'all, like I said, again, respect. When we're talking, if you're talking to me, that means I should be quiet. I should be listening to you. We should be communicating. That's how you conversate. Another sign of respect, if I leave $1,000 on my desk, everybody come in here and I leave and I come back, that $1,000 is still there, that's called respect.
That ain't gonna happen.
It can happen. You know how it can happen? Because you shouldn't touch nothing that's not yours. Because you're not, again, it comes with, are you okay with what comes with that? So if you take my money, what do you think I'm gonna do? If I find out it's you think I'm gonna be okay? You don't know what I might do. I might hurt you, I might try to kill you, I might try to, you don't know. So you can't, that's what respect is. You know, if your parents leave a credit card at home, hey, I want to get something, I'm playing Fortnite. I want to buy something. You ain't got no money. You charge that card anyways. That's not respect. Because guess what? When you get older, the things you're doing now is going to happen to you. So if you don't listen, what you think is going to happen when you have kids? You think they're going to be respectful? No. You want respect, but you ain't showing respect. It's a two-way street. If you want something, you should expect that same thing you expect out of someone else, out of yourself. You want somebody to listen? Why are you not listening? It's called respect. You want something from me, but when I ask you for something. See, what I've noticed about kids, y'all want a lot, but y'all want things that cost money. I want something that don't cost money. Respect, it don't cost no money. Listening don't cost money. Accountability doesn't cost money. That don't cost money. So when I say accountability, that means when that bell rings, you're supposed to be in class, you ain't making no excuses. You've been in the building since 7:45, 8 o'clock. Whatever time the bell rings, teachers shouldn't have to hear your excuse. Your parents, whoever raised you, got you here on time. Why you didn't show up to class on time? Don't make excuses. Excuses is for people that don't want to be successful. You're not going to be successful making excuses. See, right now you can make the excuses, but when you become an adult, there's less excuses. What do you think is going to happen to her if she shows up to work every day late?
Fired.
Exactly. No,
You're done.
every job will fire you. Because at one point in time, you're going to be, that's where the accountability is coming in. So if I'm not holding you accountable for coming in late, I'm not doing my job. Because I'm letting you think that it's okay, but what about everybody else that's showing up on time? And then we need you because we got to work as a team. It's just like sports. One person is off, we're going to lose the game. No matter what sport, unless it's golf or tennis, you need unity. It's just like when you're at home. Some of y'all got older siblings, younger siblings, accountability. Who's going to do the dishes? It's a fight over that. Who's taking out the trash? It's a fight over that. Why is that? We all messed up. Let's work together and make it happen. Accountability. When you come in the classroom, the teacher is speaking. She asks a question. You don't know the answer because you wasn't paying attention. Hold yourself accountable. Stay honest. Hey, I wasn't paying attention. I apologize. Next time I will. What this lady is doing, Miss Peterson, it's not benefiting her. She already knows what she's teaching y'all. Y'all here to learn. So y'all have to install everything she's teaching. Anything you see, negative or positive, you have to install that in yourself because it's important. Accountability is very important. One thing I noticed with kids, if you're not raising them, they feel like they don't have to listen to you. That's not true. If you don't have to listen, then why are you here? Hey, miss,
Hello.
can you put that off, please?
Yeah.
See how I did that? That's called accountability. I'm speaking right now. I should have everybody's undivided attention. Hey, you in the back? Yeah. Put that paper down, please. Because this is going to help you. Because like I said, you're a kid now. You can get away with a lot of stuff. But bad habits are contagious. If you're doing this now, what you think is going to happen when you get a job? You're going to be on your phone while you're supposed to be working. Get fired. Then guess what? How you going to pay your bills? You see inflation right now? Gas prices going up, food going up, clothes going up, everything is going up. But everybody in here wants something. But how are you contributing? How is your behavior? You want something from whoever's raising you, well, why do you deserve that? Are you doing what you're supposed to do? If you're being a great kid, a great person, you're going to always get rewarded. You can't expect something when you ain't doing nothing. You want the Jordans, you want the new game, you want the new game system, you want a hoverboard, whatever you want. But how are you behaving? Not just in school, but at home. Because I know a lot of y'all are not the same person. Hey, turn around, please. Can you put that marker in? Like I said, I'm going to hold y'all accountable. This is what I do. And it doesn't bother me because I'm helping y'all. Because at the end of the day, if we don't hold each other accountable, what you think this world is going to look at? Every day I get notifications, somebody to kill somebody, somebody to kill somebody. Don't think it can't happen to you. It's people going crazy, killing the kids, kidnapping kids. Communication is important. If you're going through something, talk to somebody. They won't listen, go to somebody that will listen. Accountability is very important. It's very important. If you hold yourself accountable, when someone is holding you accountable, you don't have to worry about it. But guess what? It's rules everywhere. And I can guarantee you, everybody in this classroom, y'all not the same person when y'all leave this school, when you go home. But I'm telling you, I'm the same person everywhere I go. My personality does not change. I'm the same person. I'm not going to let nobody steal my energy, steal my joy. You upset? Go ahead, be upset. But you're not about to steal my joy, because I'll make myself happy. No one can ever. And y'all need to know that too. Nobody can steal your happiness unless you allow that to happen. So, focus. When you're in here, this is your job right now. You're not getting paid for it, but this is your job. To do whatever she's asking. You got a test. You got to be ready. So what happens if you don't study? How many of y'all going to be like, oh, she didn't teach me this. She didn't tell me that. She didn't tell me we had a test tomorrow. Whose fault is that? If you're not listening or paying attention, how you going to know what's going on? Accountability. What's going to happen when you get a job? They tell you to go over here and do something. Job ain't done. What you doing? I seen you on the camera, you on your phone. What's up with that phone? Is your phone more important than your job? Accountability. Respect is important. You can have fun later. When y'all in school, the only time y'all supposed to have fun is before school, at breakfast, at lunch, recess, and after school. When y'all in the classroom, focus. It ain't time to have fun unless the teacher said, go ahead and do what y'all want. That's when y'all can have fun. Y'all have to understand, enjoy being a kid. Because guess what? When you become an adult, responsibility. Do y'all know how many bills y'all parents gotta pay? Rent? You know how much is rent at your house? What about those utilities you're using? Water? Gas? Electricity? Y'all don't know how much that stuff is. What about the food bill? How much is the food? How much they put in the house every day? Every week, every month. Whatever the situation is. How many people is in your house? They gotta get them clothes, not just you. Everybody else, clothes, drawers, bras, shoes, pants, shirts, coats, glasses. This stuff ain't free. If you know somebody that's giving all that stuff for free, tell us all.
I do.
Who?
People in North Star.
Are they?
Yes,
Yeah.
Antoine Walker.
Okay. That's good, but that's rare. And they don't have everything for everybody. They have some stuff, which is a good thing. But at the same time, you gotta understand accountability is important. It's very important. Because I didn't listen to my mom and I ran to the streets and gangbang, I became homeless. I was in and out of jail. When you go to jail, there's rules there. You don't like these rules? Oh, you really ain't gonna like jail. They give you a jumpsuit, whether it's a 1-piece or a 2-piece. They give you 2-3 shirts, 2-3 boxers, panties if you have a girl, bras, 2 or 3. And then that's it. They give you a toothbrush that's as big as my finger right here. They give you a cup that's smaller than the milk carton that y'all drink. So think about that. Y'all see, have y'all seen those bunk beds, like the metal bunk beds?
Mm-hmm.
That's That's what you sleep on. You know, you remember those mats that y'all slept on in kindergarten?
Yeah.
They're a little thicker than that. They give you 2 blankets and a sheet. Your bed always got to be made, or don't come out your room. Whether you got a 2-man cell or you just in the Bay Area, don't come out if your room not made. They will put you on lockdown for that. They'll put you on lockdown for writing on your bed. They will put you on lockdown for the littlest things. When you're in jail, if you ain't got no money, you can't do nothing. You got it costs to pay to make a phone call. That costs, and it's only 15 minutes. And it don't matter if you use the whole 15 minutes. You call somebody, they answer and don't talk to you, and they hang up. That's like almost $2 that you just wasted. You only get $40 to $50 to spend on food a week.
They give you money?
They don't give you nothing. And when you work, you don't get a lot. Like a week pay could be like $20. So it's not worth it. So we have to use this. That's why accountability is important. When y'all see somebody head down, if y'all care about them, they're your friend, hey, what's going on? They may not want to talk to you, but at least they know that they can come to you when they have something going on. That's why we have to show love. That's why we have to show unity, because it's important. Because y'all never know, one of y'all could be the boss of a company. And how you treat somebody is important, because you never know, you may need this person later in life. Now what if when y'all all get older, now she's the boss of this company, and y'all all want to work for it, and y'all don't even know she's the owner. And she's going through resumes like, oh, that was in my class. Nope. Just because you didn't respect her in class. That's how it is in the real world. That can happen to you. That's why you have to treat each other with respect. When you do something wrong, it's okay to apologize when you did it wrong. You making fun of this person, did they say they can crack jokes? That you can crack jokes on them? Everybody's not okay with that. You need to ask people, is it okay if I say a joke about you? Because you don't know how they may react. They might want to fight now. Now they might want to joke with you and they say something that triggers you. Now you started it, but you can't accept what comes with that. You gotta watch who you pick on. You gotta watch who you talk to. You gotta watch how you say things. It's very important. It's very important. And when you're holding people accountable, have the same energy like y'all like to say, and be serious. Because when I'm holding y'all accountable, not just y'all, anybody, people hold me accountable too. I'm not perfect. But it's about your support system. How are your friends? I don't care how your friends are. Hey, get your head up. You can sleep, get up. You can sleep when you get home. We don't sleep when we go to school. Is she sleeping here? Have you ever seen her sleep? No. Okay. If she in charge, if the person in charge ain't sleep, why we get? Y'all gotta look at it as y'all work for her. So when parent-teacher conference come and y'all parents is coming, y'all want her to glorify y'all. Y'all want her to praise y'all. Hey, they're doing great. This is the best class I ever had. She or he is one of the best students I've ever had. They're always active. See, it's important. Because guess what? When certain projects and stuff happen, y'all know who y'all want to go to because y'all know who's going to do what. Right? Okay, see, y'all pay attention. So y'all know, oh, this person good at math, I want to work with them. This person, they good at science, I want to work with them. This is important. But it's also important that you don't just depend on people when you need them, because that's using them. What about when you don't need them? Are you checking up on them? Hey, how's your day going? How's everything at home? What you doing this weekend? Want to hang out? Things like that, because as you get older, whoever you hang around with, that's how you're going to be. So if everybody you hang around smoke weed, you're going to smoke weed. If everybody around you a bum, you're going to be a bum. If everybody around you just want to have fun and not care about life, that's how you're going to be. I don't care what you say. I'm not going to be like that. You got to change your environment. You are who you hang with. That's a fact. I've never seen 10 millionaires and none of them have money. They may not have cash, they got a car. You're not going to see a millionaire and they're like, oh man, I can't do this. I ain't got this. No. Now the mental, they might be overwhelmed. A lot of people, once you start doing things successfully, you get money, or it may look like you're getting money, you're better in your life. That's when people start to, talk about you or want to leech. A leech is, like I said, using people. you got a car. Can you give me a ride? But you didn't ask, you wasn't trying to communicate with this person before they got to the vehicle. You just came out of nowhere. You gotta watch and pay attention because everybody around you is not for you. So you gotta see, when you have nothing, who's around? When it looks like you got everything, who is around? It could be family, it could be friends. Love your family always, but that doesn't mean you have to be around them. You choose who you want to be around. Make sure they're not doing anything dumb, because guess what? They steal something, you with them, you a part of this crime now too. You are. And what you think they're going to do? First, they're going to put you on diversion. See if you can pass that. First time as a kid. Then as you get older, they may give you probation. They may have you take classes. It's up to you. That's why I'm here to talk to y'all, because it's important that we don't continue to put people in these prisons and these jails. They're doing a youth prison right now. Right up the street from my office. Right behind the courthouse. So if y'all ever get out of line, y'all want to do something, they got a spot for you. Guess what? It's not a place you want to be. I just told you what they do. Hey, get up. Get your hood jacket off your head. Get up. You tired? You want to stand up? All right. Keep your head up, please. You too, please. Head up. You want to stand up? You don't? We'll put your head up, please. Get off your desk. Thank you. See that I'm going, you know what I'm saying? You want the respect? No, stand up, please. Stand up, please. What's your name?
Who?
Here. You. Huh?
Lado.
Lego? Can you stand up? No, you, right here.
Lado.
What's your mask on? You, stand up.
What? Lado.
No, get off your seat and stand up. You right there. Get away from your desk, please. You see what I'm doing? I'm holding you accountable. No, don't touch the desk, please. Stand up. Act like the desk, because that's part of the school. Like I said, when I'm here, you're going to take me serious. This is how it is. It's respect. Get off the desk, please. Just stand in the middle. There you go. It's respect. Now, who's raising you right now? Who you live with? Who do you live with? You live with your sister? If your sister was up here talking, would you be doing that? Okay. I want the same respect you give her. Okay? Well, that's where communication is. I'm not going to let you slip. Now, if I didn't care, I would just let you just lay down. But this is important. There's not people like me doing this every day. Because this is a tough job. What Ms. Peterson is doing, this is tough. Kids that you don't, when y'all leave this building, she ain't got to see y'all till the next day or the next week. Or a few months, or however it is. This is temporary. What are you going to do when you get to the 6th grade? If you're doing this now, bad habits are contagious. That's why I'm holding you accountable now, so you'll have it in your head. When you're around me, I'm sharpening you up. Ask Tayshawn. I talk to him about his attitude all the time. It's accountability. I want to help him, though. I'm not here to attack him or make fun of him, or it's a problem I see. I had that same problem. I was a poor sport. I hate losing. I still hate losing. But as long as people get off your head, please. Laying outside. All the way. There we go. So it's important, because guess what? Almost everything you do in life is team. When you get a job, most likely it's going to be a team job. You got to communicate with people. If you can't talk to people, who don't want to help you? They're going to get you fired quick. And you also got to pay attention. See who's friends with who. You're just there to make your money and go home. Even when you come to school, you're not here to make friends or enemies. You're here to learn. If you're not learning, you need to tell Ms. Peterson what she's doing wrong. Or talk to whoever's raising you and ask them, how can you go to somewhere to where you can improve? This is what school is about. If she's teaching you something, if she's not teaching you anything, help her. I just told y'all, just because you're a kid don't mean you can't sharpen us up as adults. We all need help. Everybody. Communication, accountability. That's the biggest thing. Respect, listening. Because guess what? If I came to your house He don't want to listen. He want to do what he want to do like this his house. And you would not invite me over again. But that's what this is about. Accountability is very, very important. I got a kid I mentor. He goes to Mount View. Minnelusa, I'm sorry. He goes to Minnelusa. And I go in his class, and I'm there almost every day. His kids got their head down. You want to stand up too? What's up with your nails? We can do that later. It's accountability. I told y'all, I'm not afraid to say what I need to say because this is going to help y'all later on in life. You see how y'all easily get distracted? How many people be on TikTok in here? Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, video games. Everybody should have their hand up. I know y'all do something. So that's what I'm saying. Okay? You see how y'all like that type of stuff? Now what if y'all didn't have access to that? How would you feel?
I just go play
I'll just go outside.
I just go play basketball.
Exactly.
I just go play basketball.
Okay, so what is okay, so imagine this growing up like me. There's no smartphone, there's no TikTok, there's no Snapchat, no Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter.
I don't even be on that like that.
And it's the video games, like if you got a video game, your parents making some money. It's not like now, like everybody got it. No, back then, and then you gotta blow on the games. Yeah, to keep, because they get so old and they get burnt out sometimes. You gotta blow on them, put them back in, make sure they work. Like wasn't any wireless, no wireless cord controllers, none of that. So y'all gotta appreciate this stuff and also appreciate who's raising you, allowing you to be on that type of stuff. Because I'm sure y'all see a lot of negativity on there. But you gotta know what's right from wrong. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know right from wrong.
I know you said you're here till 2. Do you want to do some questions?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
Yes.
I'm just letting you know where there's 5 minutes till 2. But you.
Okay. Well, it's cool. I'll stay till
Okay.
we done.
Okay, sounds good.
But yeah, what you got?
Did they jump you out?
No. What do I want to say to that? No, but what I do is I really don't. I don't really like my homies. I don't talk to them at all. You know what I'm saying? It's no hate, no animosity or anything like that. They where they at, and I'm where I'm at, and this is what I'm doing to elevate myself and others to show people that you can overcome anything. It doesn't matter who you're around or anything like that. So I'm not active, and when I mean like I'm not active, I'm not out starting trouble with people, but I am active as far as keeping people, trying to keep them like off the streets, like they could be doing something better. They may have talent or something like that, but when you live in a dangerous life, people don't care what type of talent you got. So I just want them to recognize what type of person they are and put that love that they're doing for their neighborhood, put it in themselves, and they could be doing something like me.
Are you gonna be at Adam Park this week?
No, we're going to the parade, the Cinco de Mayo parade.
Yep, go.
Any other questions? No? Go ahead.
This ain't really much of a question, it's more of a comment.
Okay.
So, when I was younger, about, I want to say 5, you know like the joystick console controller?
Yeah.
I used to have one of those. It was actually pretty cool.
Yeah. See those types. That's the type of stuff we had to deal with. Think about, now it's families ain't as big, but when I was growing up, you might have 10 people in the house. You got to share one game.
I had to share a room too.
So how many of y'all got to share a room with a sibling? Anybody?
I had to share a room for a while.
And how is that for you?
Not great, because I'm not entertained.
Yeah, see, it's benefits to also being an only child. You probably get spoiled more. It's probably not. They don't really have to worry about.
There's no favorite.
Yeah, you can pretty much, if you deserve it, you get it, right?
There's no annoying siblings that go wild.
So do you live with both your parents?
What?
You live with both your parents?
Yeah, like there's no annoying siblings that go why all the time.
have any? What about cousins? You got a lot of cousins that come over?
Yeah, I got a lot of cousins, but I come to their house.
Oh, okay.
My aunt
I have a
has
lot,
a
and I got second cousins.
Okay. So I got some questions for y'all, and y'all just raise your hands. It's not a specific question for anybody in particular. So let me find out a little bit about y'all. Okay, so where should I start? So who likes recess? Whose favorite part of the day is recess? Let's stay honest. Stay honest. I'm not upset.
It's the time after recess for me, but yeah, basically recess.
I'm not upset. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all why. That's the y'all best part of the day because y'all free. Y'all feel like y'all free. Recess make y'all feel like y'all grown sometimes, huh? Y'all can just go out there and do whatever y'all want. You know. Y'all can get away with a lot of stuff. Teachers ain't around up here. If y'all talking crazy to each other, joking, you know, that's y'all time to get all that bad energy y'all got out there. When y'all come in this door, y'all gotta leave whatever y'all got going on. You know, however y'all feeling, leave it out there. If it's, you know, you're having a bad day, communication. Communicate to your teacher, Miss Peterson. Let her know, hey, I'm having a bad day. So if I'm not myself today, explain, you know, you never know what she may be willing to do for you. She's married, she doesn't have any kids, so this is big for her. She's in the same position as me. Like, I'm not married, but I don't have kids either. So, you know, you gotta think what y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is a woman y'all could possibly preparing for when she becomes a mother. So I have a question for y'all. How y'all treat this lady? Is this how you treat the person that's raising you? Do you treat, okay, whoever is raising you at home, do you treat Miss Peterson like how she said she getting raised by both parents. You getting raised by your mom. He lived with his sister. Yeah.
My dad too.
I know. If you would have been cool, I would have been letting you sit down. But this is a part of accountability. So I want to know who treats Miss Peterson like the person that's raising them at home. Show of hands.
I'm not in this class, I can't.
Okay, that's fine. But I did that for a perfect example is because she's doing the same thing your parents doing. She's taking a sacrifice. You know how much money this woman makes? Not enough. Not enough.
$6 a day.
She's not making enough. So we need to treat her with more respect. Not just her, but each other. More respect. Accountability. Like I'm holding y'all accountable now. I want to be in y'all hands when I leave. Oh, I shouldn't be doing that. Cool told me not to. It's respect. Now what if y'all was up here speaking and we was just like, hey, I said everybody, come on, let's just hold up. Forget what they're talking about. You will feel some type of way. So it's okay to listen. And that's what she wants. She wants respect. She wants to know when she holds y'all accountable that y'all not going to go crazy on her. If she not going crazy, why you going crazy? Yeah. If she's talking to you, calm, why can't you pull her to this? Hey, you know, I hear you. I'm sorry. We got to do more of that. We got to apologize when we're wrong. Is Peterson trying to guide you in the right direction? Don't get mad at her. She holding you accountable. If she doesn't do her job, then what? Then who's ever raising you is upset with her, disappointed. They take you to the school, whoever raising you, because they expect that you're listening to this woman. And like I said, she's married, she don't have kids. So when she go home, we don't know what she's thinking about y'all. When she go home, don't y'all want her to feel good? Like, I got a good class. They respect me, they listen. They don't mind me holding them accountable. We actually hold each other accountable. We're respectful, we're loyal. So if she says, hey, go hold that door, and she points to you, I expect you to do that. If she said, be quiet, yeah, if she tell you to hold the door, I expect you to do that. If she tell the whole class to be quiet, I expect that. If she tell y'all, hey, it's free time, y'all can do whatever y'all want, do that. But do it on her time. When y'all in this classroom, she's in charge. It's just like when you go home, you ain't telling your mom, I ain't turning off the game right now. What you gonna do? She stopped paying the bills.
Ooh.
If your parents right now stop paying the bills, you ain't got no electricity,
I know.
can't take a hot shower, what you gonna do?
Play play on my basketball rim.
Okay, what if somebody jacked you and took the rim? What if they stole it?
You can't take a heavy rim.
Yeah, you can.
Well,
Yeah,
it take
you
forever.
If somebody can steal a car, you think they can steal a rim?
Yes.
It ain't cemented to the ground.
I've seen some weird stuff around here.
So again,
But it's nailed.
if they stop, what if they said, okay, well you don't want to listen to Miss Peterson? No tablet, no phone, no TV, no game. You can't go outside. As soon as you go home, if you ain't got no homework, just go in your room and chill out. You gonna feel some type of way.
I'm playing my game.
No, you can't play with nothing. You just gotta sit there.
Can we just go outside?
No.
Can you read
Nope.
a book?
Nope. Nothing that's gonna help you.
Who
Nothing that's gonna make you happy. Because you know why?
Read a book.
Can
That's
you
not making me happy.
You
Because you
sleep,
know
right?
why? When you're not making your parents happy, what do your parents do, or whoever's raising you? When you don't make them happy, what do? They try to do something that's gonna make you upset, correct?
Yeah.
Right? Okay, that's their way of holding you accountable. You get what I'm saying? So accountability is very important. We gotta respect each other. You know, we can't be cracking jokes because that person may not be okay. Now it's different if y'all having a session. You know, y'all going back and forth. But if you're just talking about this person, they're not saying nothing, that's not okay. We don't bully, we don't pick on people. We gotta check up on each other. Hey, how you doing? Because what about when you need help with your homework, and this is the same person you was just talking about, now they don't want to help you. That's why I say you gotta watch who you talk about, and watch who you know, what you do is very important. Again, accountability. Please do not ignore that. Respect. Listening. And most important, hold yourself accountable first. So don't be saying, oh, what about them? It's about you. What did you do? Don't be a follower, be a leader. And if you are a follower, who are you following? Where are they taking you? Are they taking you in the right direction? Are they leading you to success? Again, like I told y'all, as y'all get older, who you hang around, pick your friends wisely. Choose your family that you choose to hang around wisely. If they're a thief, what's gonna happen to you?
You're gonna be
If they're a killer, what you think you gonna do?
killer.
If they're running in the streets, what are you gonna do?
Running in the streets.
If they don't want to work, you're gonna be doing the same thing. So it's all up here. Everybody know right from wrong,
Yeah.
right? So we have to work together. I see there's different ethnicities in here. We can all be learning about different cultures. Where you from? Where your family from? You don't know where your family from?
I do
Burma. Burma.
You don't know?
I know.
But that's a different culture a lot of us don't know about. Where are your family from? Mexico. See, a lot of us never been to Mexico or maybe not been to Mexico. This is, you know, and there's a lot of different ethnicities in here. We could be learning about different cultures.
I want the kid.
They can be teaching us different languages. Do you know how to speak a different language? That can help you when you get older.
Speak.
Do you? You know how to speak a different language? That can help you when you get older. That's a job that people always need somebody to translate. So keep this in mind. And then your record is also important. Try to felonies. I got 2. You know, you don't want to catch these felonies, but it's all about learning. You know, and when you get in, hopefully you never go to jail. But I just want you to know there are a lot of people that will lie, not just in jail, but even out here. So you have to not just listen. You got to watch with your eyes. Because guess what? Body language tells me everything I need to know. I already know what you're interested in when I talk to you. You ain't got to tell me. As soon as I ask you the question, I'm going to see you. I'm going to read your body language. It's going to tell me everything. That's why it's very important. I got a judge, I got a prosecutor, and a public defender coming to talk to the kids next Saturday because it's very important that you understand there are consequences to every. Yeah. Because it's very important. Accountability. I want y'all to know, like, you might see this judge. You might see this prosecutor. You might be represented by this public defender. It's very important because you need to know there are consequences to every action you make. Make the right decision and support the decision you make. I appreciate y'all time. And if y'all ever need me, yeah, I gotta go. If y'all ever need me, I'm always easy to get a hold of. Y'all can contact me on my website, stns.cloud. My number's on there. Y'all can email me. I'm all on social media, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram.
We'll do it later.
But I'm not promoting myself. I'm promoting my movement. Like I said, I pick up trash. When it snowed that one time, I shoveled people's driveway sidewalk for them, for the elder and people that were disabled. I did that for free. My open gym is pretty much free. It's $5 for one kid, 10 for 2 or more. It's a one-time fee. We stay with water because I don't drink pop. I don't drink juice. If we're going on a ride and we're in a vehicle, we don't listen to music because I understand how music can easily influence kids. Y'all don't always understand the entertainment aspect of everything. So, and y'all don't also understand how music or TV or whatever you're watching you want to imitate that, but that's not real. Because in real life, certain things you do or say, there's horrible consequences. So you gotta watch what you follow and know that this is entertainment. And whatever you learn, good or bad, install it in yourself. I want you to be scared of prison. I want you to be scared of being homeless. I want you to be scared of going to the streets. And don't be adventurous. Don't be trying to do these drugs. Don't be trying to smoke cigarettes or nothing like that. Just say no. You know right from wrong. Because when you get caught, the judge don't want to see you crying. You wasn't crying when you was doing it. Your mama don't want to hear that. She love you. But that ain't how she raised you. She didn't raise you to steal what you steal for. She didn't raise you to lie while you lying. Accountability, again, is very important. Keep that in your head. Accountability. If you don't want to be held accountable, what should you be doing? The right thing? Because guess where the wrong thing is going to get you? It's going to take you left. And guess where the right thing is going to get you? It's going to take you right. So where you want to go? You want to go left or you want to go right? Always make the right decision, because guess what? Not every mistake you get that you do, you can't always correct that. So you got to think. It's okay to use this. Even when we speak and we mad, watch what you say when you're mad and upset, because guess what? There's consequences to that. So make sure we think before we speak and acknowledge when we're wrong. Not be in denial. Not trying to point the blame, whether I said something to you or not. And this is also what I told Tayshawn and the other kids. What you can control is yourself. If somebody is talking about you, your family, you can't control that. But what you can control is how you react to what they say. So just because somebody is talking doesn't mean that you need to harm them or threaten them. Now, if they put their hands on you, you got to defend yourself. But if they're talking words, let them talk. Because if somebody see that words is getting to you, what you think they're going to do?
Keep doing it.
Exactly. So, we have to learn to ignore negativity. Like I said, my slogan is easy to be negative, it's hard to be positive. How are you going to find positivity? And you're not going to always have someone there to talk to. So that's why it's important to use this. It's okay to think. Because we all know somebody that's homeless, in jail. We all do. Yeah, you do. Everybody. You know somebody that's either homeless or in jail. We all do. You do. You just don't know.
I know somebody.
Well, I'm not in jail anymore.
You just don't know. When I was homeless, a lot of people didn't know. I went to college and I was homeless. My first 3 months when I went to college, I was homeless. I would go to school every day, catch the bus 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the single bathroom, take a wash out, washing my neck, washing my armpits, my feet, all that stuff. Nobody knew. You know why they didn't know? Because I didn't want nobody to feel, because I don't want sympathy. I want people to know later, now, like I'm doing now, telling my story, they're going to be like, dang, that's, a lot of people couldn't walk my shoes. I went to school for 3 months homeless, sleeping outside, benches, sidewalks, abandoned buildings, abandoned houses, abandoned cars. I did that for 3 months until I got my financial aid.
They didn't have bugs in there.
Nothing. I just would wake up early in the morning, whatever I had on, shower. Well, not shower, but go in the bathroom. It's a single bathroom, and I will worship. Nobody knew. I became student council at my school, and I did work study. Nobody knew at all. Everybody, when I was telling them my situation, they was just amazed. That's just how it is, man. I don't want. I feel like I wasted a lot of time gang banging, being in the streets, and this is just part of the process. Sometimes you have to struggle to get where you want to be in life, but don't put yourself in that situation. That's all I'm saying. Don't make it hard on yourself. If you can get a mentor like myself or somebody, you see somebody like me, that's not your family, because I love all of y'all. I care about all of y'all. I don't have to know y'all. It's just the type of person I am. I love helping people, anybody, any possibly way I possibly can, because it's very important, because you just never know. You know, maybe you'll be able to put me in a position to where I can go over here. You know, maybe you'll put me in a position to where I can go over there. You just never know. So I try to respect everybody as the best possibility, as the best way I can. So that's why it's important to respect Miss Peterson, because guess what? She don't got no kids. So y'all, you know, when y'all having bad days, what y'all think y'all doing for her? She get frustrated sometimes. She human like y'all. But it's for this to work when she's doing her job and you're not allowing her to do her job. Hold yourself accountable and apologize and let her know why you're making it difficult for her. Maybe you're going through something at home. It ain't got nothing to do with her. Why you taking it on her? Maybe you got into it with another student. It doesn't have nothing to do with her. She's just trying to help. Allow her to help. Allow people like myself that want to help. Miss Peterson, she wants to help. Allow us to help you. But you can only get the help if you want it. And like I said, actions speak louder than words. So every day, starting right now, we all need to improve. Accountability. I'm going to keep saying it. It's important. Accountability. Respect. It's important. Hey, in the back. Listening. It's important. It can't just be at recess time. It can't just be at lunch. It can't just be at breakfast. So how are you? Are you the same person you were at school at home?
Nope.
If you're not, it needs to change. Something needs to change. Put your mask down, please. I need you to be that same person you are at home. Here, when you go to the grocery store, when you go to the mall, when you go out of town, when you go to this person's house, I need you to be the same person. I don't want people saying, "Oh, Tayshawn cool." Then he go to school. "Oh, he's horrible." Then he go over there. "Oh, he's okay." No, you want people. You want things to match up. That's why I said again. I'm gonna keep saying it. Accountability. Keep it in your head. And you don't. When we hold each other accountable, we're not being funny about it. I'm being very serious. Because it's important. Because guess what? We sharpen each other up. Because that's what y'all parents doing when they taking y'all stuff away. They're holding you accountable. You're not doing what I expect out of you or what you're supposed to do. So we can't get upset. They holding us accountable. They have you up here. Keep yourself up there. Don't blow down. You see somebody stealing. "Oh, they stole. I'm going to steal too." Then you get caught. What about now you want to tell on them? We talking about you. I caught you stealing. I didn't catch them. I'm worried about you. See, that's all, some of our problems. We worry about what everybody else does instead of ourselves. No right from wrong, okay? Respect yourself. Respect others. What you want out of people, you gotta want that for yourself too. You want people to listen? Why you not listening? Then you upset. "Oh, you don't want to listen." What happened when I was talking? That's why accountability is important. And I'm gonna leave y'all with that.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for letting me come.
Can we give him a round of applause?